Hey everyone. Uh, Been a crazy night so far. Getting a little bit of a late start. In fact, I had a little bit of an experience. I came home a little early, not a whole lot early, and I started. I took a little bit of a nap. I woke up, which was all fine, and I'm just lollygagging around, and I'm looking. I'm like, okay, I got about 25, 30 minutes before I got to stream. I go downstairs, apologize to my daughter because I was going to cook tonight, I guess I was just exhausted. So I went down there, apologized to her. She was getting some dinner ready and all that kind of stuff. I grabbed a little drink of tea, and I'm just still lollygagging around. And bam, I look down, and I'm okay. I got 15 minutes, and I suddenly realize that I did not bring the bricks home for the from the store to crack tonight. So I jumped in the car, ran to the store, ran back here, and that's why I'm late. I also noticed that we don't really have much bids tonight. I think that's there's a double reason why. I think one is I didn't really advertise this auction on Facebook and let everybody know about it. I think that had a little bit of a play into it. We had I just got really busy today and just I kept thinking about it, but I just never got around to actually doing it. And so there's that. I think that's part of it. No real publicity on it tonight, it's just a shame because I really wish people would have came in tonight, at least for the at least for the stream, because I do have some pretty good news to share with folks. I've got more information on states, and I've got more information on rock pricing and a few other things. So it's a shame that's not gonna that people didn't show up for that. But again, that's on me. I didn't really broadcast it. Secondly, I think the big factor is that we are doing wheels tonight. This will be the last hurrah for wheels, maybe forever, or at least for a long time. Um, we'll be switching over to Disney Plus next week. I would have loved to Disney next, brother. I would have loved to do Disney tonight, but I ran out with what I had left last week. Next week will be the big auctions. We will be doing a Wednesday night release auction where we'll have all the singles up for a bid, and then we will do a Friday night auction, and we'll do a brick break like we've been doing. So tonight, again, I don't have very many people bidding. Um, I see, in fact, I think there's going to be quite a few boosters that go without um, even being um, having bids on it, which that'll be a first. And again, it's my fault, but we're going to proceed as normal anyway. And what we will do is I'll just keep the bricks for myself that nobody bids on. Um, Anybody wanting to get a good deal, if you are watching this, you are seeing this, you can get bricks really for about $11 right now. Well, not bricks, but boosters for $11 right now, which is pretty cheap. So it's a good opportunity if you are listening to come in and try to buy something real cheap. If not, then I'll keep them and open them because I'm a little low on some of the money pieces anyway in the store. So it's not going to hurt my feelings to just keep them for myself. So we will crack them open, all of them, even the ones that are for the store. Um, I'll look to see what is mine and what is everybody else's. But anyway, maybe we'll win ourselves some stuff. So that'll be just fine. So in news, I'm going to share that with you guys real quick. Again, I don't know how many people are listening to me tonight without any publicity, but we do record this, and people can come back and watch it afterwards. So we'll treat the stream as normal. Um, News. I said there's some exciting things that happen. So we are probably, based on what I'm hearing, and it's not official yet, but with the pricing availability, there's probably only going to be one states this year, not two states. Don't know if that's the case. I don't know what format that I'll run, but there'll probably only be one this year, and we will probably do that June, July. Next year we will again set our sights on two. on 2 states. And this isn't official. This, what I'm telling you right now, is not official because I'm just going by what my first email from, or the response that I got today. Not my first email, but the response I got today from WizKids about what they had available. And it looks to me like we're going to be able to do just one state / provinces. We'll also may have to limit how many we do. Usually we don't have a limitation. If we wanted to expand, we do a lot of other countries. We include them into this, and then we always have some last minute people wanting to jump on, which we're glad to do. And we may not be able to do the last minute people, and we may not be able to add in some new faces this year because of the availability of product. But again, that is not official. It's not set in concrete. I've got to wait and hear more information because WizKids is still looking. But I mean, there's a reasonable chance that we only do one. That being said, WizKids, we were about to put in. We've been waiting for WizKids to get back from Gamma, which they have. And I had requested a few weeks ago in a conference call to get more pricing for rock. Now, I actually have quite a bit of pricing, but I've got older pricing, some of which is still very, very, very good. And I'm not going to get rid of that. We're going to continue to use them in rocks, but I wanted to have an influx of new stuff. And the way rock used to work is COVID screwed everything up, but we always worked with the year before's convention exclusives. So every time we went into a new year, we would shift in 2019. In 2024 we would be doing 2023 convention exclusives, and then when 2024 ended and we went to 25, we would start doing 2024 exclusives, and it really worked very well because it allowed us and allowed WizKids to spread those convention exclusives out even more because they're still heavily desirable, and it was just another option that players had to get those exclusives. So I requested to return to that, and also we used to be able to order on demand, meaning that I could buy cases and that I needed to support the different things, and I gave them a sales list of what I sold. And anyways, it was a very good. Hey Dennis, Dennis just had a baby, guys. So if you're on the stream with me, he just took his newborn home yesterday, so everybody wish Dennis congrats on having a newborn. Anyway, we'll talk some more about that in a little bit, Dennis. If you just got on, just telling you that we are having a really slow night. It's some because of me not doing a little bit of advertisement. It was real busy today. And second, that I think we're doing wheels, which I think everybody is a little bit burned out on. And we'll be flipping over to Disney next week, which I think we'll have 2 auctions next week. One on Wednesday, one on Friday. The Wednesday auction will be our singles, and our Friday will be our brick break. And I think that we'll have a really big turnout for both of them. So we'll be back to normal. Also, it's getting everybody attuned to me doing Friday nights now and being consistent, which we will be going forward. Whether or not these boosters sell, because there's a lot of boosters don't have a bid, still cracking them. I just keep them for myself, keep them for the store if nobody bids on it. So I'm completely A-okay. But if you guys want to get really good deals right now, it's a really good time to get deals. Looks like you could get boosters for as little as $11. And there's only a few minutes left, so if you're going to do that, it's time to jump out. Now, that being said, where I was about to talk about rock pricing. So WizKids, I talked about states, provinces, which Dennis, I don't know if you caught or not, but you can either go back and read this or you can ask me about it later on and I'll tell you. The other thing that is happening, I've got messages from WizKids, and again, I was asking for pricing, and I was ready to order 2 cases of convention exclusives. Convention exclusives come in boxes of 60, so that would have been 120 convention exclusives that they said that I could have, and I was expecting last year's convention exclusives. And so I got a list and said, hey, we want to sell you more than that right now. They're available if you want it. and blah blah blah. And I said, and I looked. That's okay. That's fine. And I looked, and there's like 6 or 7 sets, and they are not last year's convention exclusives. They are this year's convention exclusives. They're the brand new stuff. So in a week or two, Rock Kits will have brand new convention exclusives in hand, ready to go out and win a maps and regionals and states. Well, I mean not states, but everything else. And what does that mean? What does that mean with the old and the new? What that means is like on a win a map kit right now, you'll see where I put out 2 convention exclusives, and on those 2 convention exclusives, they go out in the win a map plus 2 redials plus or possibly objects and also a map and all that kind of stuff. So what we will do is we will mix that in, and you'll get 1 new one and you'll get 1 old one. And again, the old ones are not bad. I mean, they're Lady Phoenix. There's Hawkeye. Old Man Hawkeye is in there. I mean, we still have very good and valid older ones, but they're going to be mixed in with some new stuff that you'll get to see. Like maybe you'll see a new Joker mixed in with getting, say, a Lady Phoenix. So we're gonna mix it up, and then there ain't no probably to it. We'll do the same thing. Like if you buy a regional or you buy a qualifier, my goal is to put half of what you're getting the brand new stuff, the other half the old stuff, until we cycle out the old stuff, and then of course by that time probably the new stuff that we got now will become old. Winner maps are whatever you want, Andrew. You can run whatever format you want. You can attach it to a sealed event. You can run battle royals with it. You can run Golden Age, Silver Age, Pulp. It doesn't matter. We do not hold you down on format on winner maps. It's your discretion. Anything above that has to follow the format that we are running at the time, which right now is silver. We will be flipping over to modern at some point. We'll be flipping over to modern for half the year, and actually modern will get a little bit less than half the year, but as soon as Worlds happens, we'll flip back over into silver. That's our plan going forward. So it's going to be a back and forth modern and silver, because we want people to prepare for the next big thing coming up. Those events have to be run with the format unless you're giving special permission otherwise. But those formats are set, and so that's the only requirement that we put on there. There's Jay Major. He's probably going to liven everything up. So the point is, if you guys did not hear it, I'm going to repeat it. We're about to have new convention exclusives influxed into Rock Kits, and they're not even a year old convention exclusives. Some of these convention exclusives are this year. I'm not going to say what they are because it's not total. I have not got them in hand, and I have not even told WizKids yes, even though I'm going to be telling them yes. Just got the list today. I will be responding to them. Said yes, please send these to me at ASAP, and I will also make an announcement once I got them, and when I've got them, and I would let people know that they can go ahead and start buying winner maps, and they can start buying all the different formats that we've got and get the new stuff in it. I think people are going to be very excited. I think that event-wise, it's going to be really picking up across the world, across the country, and hopefully we can return to our glorious self where we used to sell 40 kits a month. And I would like to get back there again where we're selling that many kits. Andrew, the date hasn't been set. I just got the email telling me what I could have today, and I've got to respond to that. So I'll respond to that tonight. So they'll say yes next week. And I don't know how long it's going to take them to get everything together, but conceivably I could have the new stuff within a week. I would say within a week to 2 weeks should be in hand, and so as soon as I know that they're on the way and I know when I'm getting them, I will make the announcement. I will tell you guys what they are. It is really, really, really good stuff, and I think everybody's going to be excited about it. It's going to be brand new, and people are going to be able to just pay attention. Of course, come here. I mean, oftentimes you guys get to hear things here before I even announce it. What I'm talking about right now, nobody knows. I haven't put out a formal or informal announcement on. I usually use Facebook. The Rock Facebook page is my biggest. Is where I usually make my announcements at, and then I share it everywhere. But I have not done anything like that yet. So the first time you're going to be hearing about anything is right now, and I believe that it's going to be. I think everybody's going to be excited about it. I'm looking forward. I know Jay Major is always watching things that I do, and he's always on board for everything. He always wants states and regionals and events. And I know that as soon as these kits available, I expect him to probably buy some winning maps and some regionals and some qualifiers and all that good kind of stuff. But we will have new convention exclusives going into the Rock kits very, very, very soon. And again, for those that didn't hear it, we will do a 50-50 split. That's the plan, where we'll take 50% of the new stuff will go in the kits, and the other 50% will be what we've already got on hand, which again is not bad stuff. We have really, really good stuff. Some of it that's not even that old, and some of it that's very desirable, and still worth quite a bit of money. So, but the kits, the whole point is that the kits are going to be fresh, and everybody should prepare for that. And I hope that we start running events. I know I've got people waiting and just waiting for me to pull the trigger. And the trigger's about to be pulled. So I think that I'd like to see, it's not just Rock. I mean, obviously I want Rock to be going strong again, but I would like HeroClix on a local level to start happening again. I don't want us all just to be concerned about going to the Rock Cup. I don't want states just to be our focus point. I don't want the conventions to be our focus point. Yes, I want everybody to go to those. Yes, I'm excited about those myself. But what I want to see is I want to see people back in stores and the smaller and mid-level events running these things. When does Randy's Marsh rotate out of win of maps? Right now, I don't have any. I don't have any push. The way it's supposed to be working is that I do a new map every quarter, which means Randy would end at the end of March. But I don't believe I'm going to be ending it at the end of March. I'm probably going to carry it over another quarter. And that quarter will go all the way until June, at which point one of the maps from either the team's maps or the singles maps will then take its place at this year's Cup, which are currently being designed and should be ready to go very soon. So you still have... the kits that everybody's going to, when we get these new con exclusives and everybody goes crazy, Randy's maps is going to be the map. And we haven't sold that many of them. They still need to be, that's one reason I'm not rotating it out and we'll have it for another quarter, is we need to get these maps out there. Now, the Critical Clicks map, if you don't have one of those, I will be pushing that to be for sale probably the next week or two. And I will also make an announcement of that, and that will be available for purchase with a purple border rather than the gold border, and that will be available on the GamerMat site. So all prize maps that we run eventually become available for prizing on the site, except for special maps like Scott Porter. That's something that we only temporarily offer for sale. They're very limited editions indeed. And what we will do is, I've got some plans with Gamer Maps. I've been talking to them as of today, and I'm sending them a list. I'm going to freshen the page up to where the stuff is marked clearly. That is Silver Age legal and also Modern Age legal, so people can, when they're making their purchases, they know what's what. And we will put Critical Clicks on there, put new stuff on there, and keep that up to date. To help you guys out. And of course, I will probably buy some of the maps myself and have them in store. I definitely will have them in store for the Rock Cup for people to be able to purchase. And we will also, I usually put some of those on eBay, which I have quite a few I've got a lot of the older maps. One thing, what give you guys a little bit of insight for maps going forward. There's a very good possibility that I'm going to take some of our older popular maps and have our map maker scale them down and re-release them as a new map, just like WizKids is doing. It's got to be the right map. I mean, one of the maps that I know that would fit this quite well is Crossfire Canyon, which Crossfire Canyon was a map with just a big canyon or ravine that went catty corner across the map. So you were basically playing on two same elevations on one side with a canyon going down the middle. Something like that would be the kind of map that would be pretty easy to reconfigure and have redone. And then I remember we had, what was the map that we had? It was an indoor map. It was one of my favorite ones. I can't remember what it was, but it was indoor with different elevations, or outdoor with different elevations going all the way across it. We have the map. WizKids wants the maps to be unbalanced now because of the new rules and the terrain. So the maps that I choose will be maps like that, which is a shame because a lot of the balanced maps really are still some of my favorite maps. I mean, used to love the Mayan Temple, and I like the Great Wall of China and stuff like that, but a lot of those maps are very balanced. So the trick is to go back and pull maps that we can shrink down into a square and that still looks right and also are not unbalanced. So, but there's a lot of maps to choose from. I don't think that we'll bring back, I don't think you'll see anything come back like King's Tomb, or I don't think you'll see any of the maps that with just crazy amounts of, even though they were good maps and they served a purpose, but I don't think you'll see those maps come back. But you never know. I got to look at it and see what we're at, and we will be doing some different things, and you'll see some different maps coming along that are different, and we'll design some new ones, yes, but we also might bring back some of our classic maps shrunk down, which is what WizKids has been doing anyway. We haven't seen anything new out of WizKids in quite a while, guys. It's all been just taking the old stuff and shrinking it down and re-releasing it, making it legal. The confusion in that sometimes is when we're looking up and trying to get things that the maps have the same name. Like Batcave is a good example. You got a Batcave that's not legal and a Batcave that is legal. So I hope that answers that question and then some. The VIG program, there is always that chance. The VIG program took a hit when the maps were not all modern age legal, and I don't know that I don't know that I can get WizKids to agree to making all those maps modern age legal again, and I don't know if Silver Age legal is enough to make people want to buy them. The big reason that we changed that is that WizKids was not seeing enough disbursement of the maps to be able to keep making those modern age. So I mean, if you got a map that maybe people don't buy, and maybe a small percentage of people buy, and maybe got 20 of them out there in the world, and somebody pulls it. Now, me, it doesn't bother because I mean everybody has a fair chance at buying them, but WizKids was looking at it wasn't being spread out enough. So that's why the VIG program went away, and why we haven't been focusing on it. Plus, I'll be honest with you, it was a lot of work. The map maker had to get maps out. We had to approve it. I had to get it to Gamer Mats. I had to get WizKids to approve it, and I'm not saying no. I'm just saying that it's not on the top of our list right now. If things were to get back to normal, which I don't know what the hell normal is anymore, but if they were to get back to where they at least were pre-COVID, and we start running HeroClix locally a lot more all over the country. I mean, there's a lot of stores that don't even exist anymore from 2019. There's also new stores. But if we get back to any kind of consistency of where we were at before, that would be the time to start thinking about a VIG program and about maybe expanding the MAP program. And maybe the VIG program is not a monthly program. Maybe it's a quarterly program. Maybe we start there. So I like the monthly MAP idea, but anyway. All right, Andrew's got a quick question. How are online bid sales? Do you use Roll20? No, we use Roll20. They're run just like the events. We've been doing that. I feel like we were in the forefront of that. We've been using Roll20 for years, and we have somebody that handles that for us, and he's been pushing those really hard, and it works just like a regular tournament. Now we use Roll20, and you roll dice and the whole 9 yards. In fact, the very first Scott Porter Huntington's event was actually online, and we did everything online. It was pretty amazing. We did a team and singles event in a weekend, and we had fantastic participation, and we mailed out all the prizes. We raised a lot of money, but our very first year, everything was online, and we had a lot of judges, and we had a lot of coordination going on, and I thought we did it very, very well. Online is something that we're not going to let. I think it's something that is still fun, but online was, for a minute, when COVID was happening and nobody could go anywhere else, online was like huge. I mean, that was the only way you really could play HeroClix, and it was being played regularly, and the events were going. But now people, not so much. I mean, there's still a desire for it, but it's a smaller percentage, and so that's where we're at. So let me see. We're doing wheels tonight. Let me get some prizing out first. So now the benefit, if you bid tonight, is that we didn't have a lot of bids, although I did see a lot of bids going on there towards the end. So I'm probably not going to have any boosters that are mine. I think that everybody bid on something, but people got really, really good deals. It looks like $12 and up for the most part for the bids. I don't see anything above $12. It might be $12.50. There's a 13, but for the most part, everybody got a deal tonight. And I'm not going to have. I was thinking just a little while ago that I probably was going to be having some boosters of our own, and I was okay with that. Now, that being said, the benefit of tonight is that we have, by bidding on these boosters and getting a real good deal, you're also qualified when we start opening these up. And it seemed to me like Wheels was easier to win the bounty prizing. But we have a big bounty prizing, which I'm holding up right now. That's all from the last few weeks. Nobody won last week, and I think we had 2 sessions or so that had already built up. So the bounty prizing is huge, and I'm about to add to it. So we're going to do that first, and my biggest concern with the bounty prizing is that I don't duplicate anything. So I know I got 2 convention exclusives in here, 3 if you count Zatanna. Yeah, I got some WKO prizing. So let's see what I got over here. I don't even know if I got another convention exclusive to put in there. Yes, I do. We're going to throw in an Aries. So Aries is going into the pile. And then we're going to, let's see, I don't know where I pulled that from. He's going in here now. Forge is going in there. That's a WKO prize. Let's pick out something from over here. Again, there's a possibility I'm duplicating because it's been such a spread out. So I got a Medusa from Galactic Guardians going in. Let's throw in something from down here. I still got a big old pile down there I got to go through. I got prizing. I got bounty figures out the yin yang guys. That's not bad. Let's see if I can find her. Yeah, we'll throw her in. Avengers Infinity. I've got a Wasp. Super rare. That's going in. I know in this other thing, that I got, and I haven't had a chance to go through it. I just threw them all in the bucket, but I want to organize it. I know I have some legacy figures, so hopefully people will like that a lot. Let's throw in a wizard team up card, and let's reach over here and let's grab. Yeah, I'm looking at red shift. I know I've got some red shifts in there somewhere, so they'll be added in. And I got some more upstairs I've been adding too. So there's going to be plenty of really cool stuff that's coming from there. I'm going to do a Deadpool legacy card. This is the one from Mutant Mayhem, I believe. So we'll throw that in there, and let's go ahead and get a brick going. Now, one thing as you noticed last week, we didn't have legacy cards for Disney Plus. Our speculation is the only two sets that we haven't had legacy cards, or they are the Disney sets. So we think that there might be a reason behind that, but we don't know. Next time I talk to WizKids, I'm actually going to ask that question because I'm a little curious. So when I find out, then maybe I can pass that on to you. So we're throwing in a legacy card right off the bat. We haven't chose the bounty piece yet, Michael. That we will be doing that in just a second. As soon as I get these labeled, you guys actually get to choose the bounty piece. Last week it didn't. Are you asking what is the bounty piece, or what is a bounty piece? The bounty piece we will choose here. If you're asking how that works, I can explain that as I open these up. As soon as I find my knife to get into this. But what happens is if you bought a booster, we will name a bounty figure. It will be a super rare. I'll let you guys vote on that or nominate it. And we'll do that again in just a second. And if you bought a figure, if you bought a booster rather, and we pull that figure out of your booster, then you win all the bounty prizes there. And and then after that we will restart it at the next brick when we start cracking the next brick. So if we choose something now and we don't pull it on the first brick, it still remains in play to the next brick tonight. But then next week we will be picking another figure. Obviously we're going to a different set anyway, but that's how it works. And it rolls over. The bounty prizes in the meantime always are continuing to grow. So there's always the pile's always getting bigger until somebody wins it. And I've seen it go. I think the longest we went without anybody winning, and it ain't this. Although this one's getting big. But the longest that I've seen is I think like 6 weeks, or 6 sessions, I guess. But I mean, it was huge. So it does happen. But then I also sometimes see them go. I never know. They sometimes just go back to back to back, and it's you never know. All right, so I've scrambled these up. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So now we're to the part where we pick a figure. So the first 2 nominations I see for a figure. We're looking for a super rare out of wheels. Primes don't count. So somebody name a figure. What would you like to see? Super rare out of wheels, what as the bounty piece? I think we have enough people online that we should be able to name. I'm seeing 7 people over here. I'm seeing a few people over there. All right, Blade. Anybody want to second that, or do they have another idea? Andrew wants Blade. Now again, we usually pull in wheels. We usually pull the bounty figure. There's some pieces, and I opened up a lot of bricks on Disney, and I don't think that I think it's hard to pull. Well, for one, I know you got to chase in every single brick, so you don't always. The odds in your favor. All right. So we got Blade. Anybody else? Come on. Yeah, I'm going to go with Andrew if somebody doesn't nominate really soon so we can start cracking these bricks. Anybody got anything that they want us to pull? Another figure, or if you just say Blade and it'll be Blade. Again, it's a little quiet tonight, so... Alright, we're going to go with Blade. Blade it is. We're going to go open up booster number 1. So if I open up booster number 1, I don't know if everybody's here. I know Jay Major flew in and flew out, so I don't even know if he's here right now. That's what he does. So there's a good chance I'm probably going to pull his booster. And if I pull, I'm going to try to call you out so you can tell me that when I pull something good. So booster number 1. Man, it feels weird opening up the wheels again. I've got so used to going back down to the new size. Alright, so we got a Frenchie common. We got an Iron Fist rare. We got a Motorcycle, which is always still good, uncommon. And then we got a Mummy common. I don't know about you guys, but I think we're all kind of glad to be going back to getting back to the new set. Disney at least getting 5 figures and everything. I thought that, I mean, there's a lot of double bases in here, and I don't know if I guess we got less figure wise because of double bases more than anything. But I'm very glad to go back to 5 figures. Alrighty. So we do have our first super rare of the night in this set, in this booster. And we got a Fire Demon common, a Zombie common, a Sasquatch rare, and then we got a Phantom Rider as a super rare. Not my most favorite piece. I don't think we'll ever see Phantom Rider in any kind of meta play. He was fun to play, especially in the beginning. With my problem with Phantom Rider is that his ability that he has, where if he rolls, I remember shape change or super senses. I think it's super senses, but when he rolls it, that he does damage back. It doesn't take. Of course, he evades it. I think that should have been something that you couldn't outwit, because all you got to do to get around that is outwit his super senses, and he's basically very vanilla after that. So. Alright, we got a monster in here. We got another good piece. Somebody's going to be happy about this. We have another super rare. So, in booster number 3, we've got a Ghost Rider common, a Electra rare, we've got a Vampire common, and we've got a Chthon, which is a beast. It's something that if you are playing in a sealed event and it's wheels, that you're like hoping that that's the piece you pull, because the odds are, he is beatable, but the odds are very much in your favor that you can win. So number 4. Hey, who's got booster number 4? Let me see who was the last bidder on booster number 4. See if they're here. Looks like Jalger. Jalger, you here? Jalger, I think, won booster number 4. Michael. Okay. So, you're going to be happy? And you can thank your buddy, Andrew, for this. So, you got an Elsa Bloodstone uncommon, a Yeti common, and a Robbie Reyes common, and you have the Blade super rare. So, there you go, man. You got you won the bounty figures. So that's all going to you. You got this big pile of stuff, and you bought the right time, the right night, the right booster. So we'll start that up. We'll start that over again, and when we do the next brick, and we'll start a new bounty. Which I'm glad, because I don't have to try to remember everything that's in that bounty pile. Alright, so we're going to number 5. Oh, who's got number 5? Who's got 5, guys? We got two happy people right back to back. Looks like Jalger's got that too. Is that right, Michael? Is that yours? That's the last bid I'm seeing on it. I told you, man, tonight was an opportunity for somebody to keep racking up. Jalger's got 5. And you have Werewolf by Night uncommon, a Vampire common, a Werewolf common, and you got Cat Wolf. You got the Howling booster. So you got 3 werewolves and a vampire. So you got Cat Wolf. So congrats, you got the chase. Not bad. Now we go into number 6. And there's something good in here too. It's not as good as the other two, but it's still good. I think so anyway. And we have Dracula rare, Zombie common. We have a Nightmare uncommon, and we have the piece I was talking about, a Hell Cycle uncommon. Those things are being very much played and very desirable. All right, number 7. You know, if it works, I think Jalger would probably do that for you. I don't think he has a problem. He's very sharing in the HeroClix and likes everybody to win. So this one we got Blade common, Hand Ninja common, Sarathos rare, and Mordred the Mystic uncommon. He's very gracious, I guess is the way to put it. Number 8. Number 8's got that other. Got another. Oh, it's not a fantastic pull, but it's something that you can feel like you got your money's worth. We got a Night Nurse common, Howard the Duck common, a Hell Cycle uncommon, and a Blackheart rare. Blackheart's another piece that you're going to see, and I did see some of in pulp. I think he's a very good figure in pulp. And then we got number 9. By the way, if you're wondering when you're going to be getting your Disney from last week, we shipped out pretty much everything a day or two ago, and we shipped out a little bit more today. I think Jay Major actually had the last couple boosters that he paid for yesterday or today. I don't remember, but anyway, everything's been shipped out. That's the point. All right, so we got a Man Wolf uncommon. We have a Night Nurse common and a Rawhide Kid super rare, and then Blade common. Rawhide Kid. And then we got last booster. He might. But I'm not checking. You'll have to go look yourself. Number 10, last booster. We have a Damon Hellstrom Prime. So somebody got something really good in booster number 10. We got a Howard the Duck common, Ghost Rider uncommon, and a Werewolf common. So that's a good ending to number 10. I don't know who had number 10. I think Jay, yep, I can see it now. Jay Major looks like he got number 10. So not bad. He deserves something coming in there and buying all that stuff at the last minute. So again, I'm just for right now, rather than try to bag all that up, I'm just going to move it, and I'll just start another pile on the table to keep them separate. I'll sort it all out afterwards, or might wait till tomorrow. All right, so let's start a new one. We'll start off with the legacy card from the brick. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I did not open up any legacy cards. Jalger, you want me to open up your legacy cards that was in the bounty pile, or you want to just me ship them the way they are? Well, he isn't responding. If he does, I'll open him up if he wants me to. Other than that, I'm just gonna ship them the way they are. So I got a legacy card here. I'm gonna throw in a Shadow Cat convention exclusive. See, this is easy. We're starting all new, and I can just grab whatever I want. We're throwing a tarot card. We're gonna do the Hierophant. We'll throw that in. We're throwing a Spider-Man team-up card. We'll throw in a Wonder Woman legacy card. Then I'll start grabbing some more figures. Oh, this is so much easier than try to second guess everything and what we should be putting in there. All right, let's see, what do we got showing up here? Where's that guy at? Ah, there he is. So we'll do a prime. This guy's out of Deadpool. We'll put in a professor. We'll go into this pile. We'll go into every single pile I got and get us going. I got lots of piles. Little tubs. Do I have that one showing anywhere? Who's this? Come on. Oh, we can do that one. I think I just saw that card. There we go. We're going to do a super rare out of Xavier, Venus D. Milo. Let's do this one. Grab something out of here too. Get some good stuff. Let's get a bunch of stuff so we can get going. So here we go. We'll grab the hood. That hood is also out of Avengers Assemble. I got one more pile to pull from, and then we'll get going. Oh, you're right, Jagger. Michael, you got the. Okay, yeah, Michael, I'll open them up for you. Let me get these. I'm sorry. Got my names mixed up. All right, so here we go. Let's get this last one. Yep. We'll do a Kingpin out of Avengers Defenders. And that will do it for that. Let me open up these cards for Michael real quick. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This kind of tells me something. So this is built up. Make sure I don't have any more. So I got 5 legacy cards here, right? So that means that we cracked 5 bricks to get this bounty pile, plus another 2 bricks from Disney because they didn't have legacy cards. So that's 7 bricks worth, 7, however you want to look at it, of bounty figures. So that's pretty good. All right, so here's a Notorious Legacy. You got a Johnny Quick. Johnny Quick Legacy. Which one are you wanting? This is also notorious. Any particular legacy that you're wanting, Michael? Maybe we'll pull it for it. That's another Johnny Quick. So we got a duplicate there. If you wanted a Johnny Quick, you're doing good. All right, now we go in. These next three are all from Wheels. I think Wheels had better legacy cards. Could be wrong. All right, so this one you got a Ghost Rider. This is the what was it? The 2019 99 or whatever Ghost Rider, and he was the one from the little specialty set a long time ago. That was pretty cool. And then we got another one. This one is Two Gun Kid. Yeah, the BTU were good. And then we got the last one, just your last legacy card. See how we do. We have a hammer, which I have some of those. I have some of those for sale, by the way, and I just opened some of them. Just listed some of them. So if you need a hammer to go with your hammer legacy, I do have some on eBay. All right, so that's that. Let's get to the other fun stuff. While I'm doing this, you guys tell me again. Somebody, hopefully besides just Andrew, chips in. What do you want for the... You can go with Blade again if you want. What do you want for the super rare bounty figure? Yeah, KC Green Lantern's good. All right, I got a Chthon nomination. I got a Ghost Rider 070 nomination. Got a Lilith. I got a Brother Vildu. So I got 4 different ones. I need somebody to second what we got or name something else if you don't want like those. Anybody there? Name me. I need one more figure. Now, if I have to choose, I'm going to let Michael choose. If nobody else does a second nomination, we're going to go with Lilith. Since he won the last bounty, we'll let him choose this bounty. We'll see. We're going to quickly find out if he's psychic or not. If he wins 2 in a row, then we know that something's up. So anybody got to want to change that? Have another plan? Have something else they want to nominate? Otherwise, we're going with Lilith. You can change that by the time I write all these out. So that's how long you got. So number 1, 11, I'm sorry. Number 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 crashed into the HeroClix. 16, 17, 18. All right, we're going to Lilith. 19 and 20. All right, here we go. Well, see, this is a double whammy, Andrew. 1, you chose the figure. 2, we're finding out if he's psychic. So it kind of messes the theory up because what you choose always wins. So therefore, he may not be psychic. It may be Andrew's luck of picking the figure now. All right, number 11. Let's see what happens. I'd laugh like hell if there were Lilith was in here. Now that is a Lilith super rare. We don't do primes, just to be clear on that. All right, we got a werewolf common, a Ghost Rider rare, a Night Nurse common, and another Ghost Rider uncommon. Not terrible. Number 12. Andrew, you going to be at the Cup this year? Am I going to see you in here in a few weeks? Are you going to be able to make it again? All right, we got a Simon Garth uncommon, a Robbie Reyes common, a Ghost Rider rare, and we got a Werewolf common. Dennis, I had a dream a few weeks ago. I haven't shared this with you yet. Unfortunately, I can't. Okay, well, I look forward to seeing you at Worlds. I wished you were going to be here at the Cup. It's going to be a special one this year. I know WizKids is actually coming into the Cup also. We got WizKids. We got lots of people flying in. Scott's going to be there, of course. And there's a lot of other people I know that's coming. All right. So, Dennis, I had a dream. And you were in my dream. And I was with you guys in Mexico, which this doesn't make any sense for what happened. All right, so I got a Blade common, a Rawhide Kid super rare, a Mordred the Mystic uncommon, and a Franchi common. So I was with you and your wife, and we were talking, and I remember putting my arm around your wife and looking to her and saying, look, I really need Dennis to come to the Cup this year. It's really important to me, and please let him go. I know you just had the baby, but Dennis really wants to go, and it's the time that we get to spend together. And so anyways, I don't know if you're here right now, but that was a dream I had. That was a few weeks ago. I just haven't had a chance to share that with you. This is a pretty good pool. This is a guy that I think that has potential to be in the meta. So we got Vampire common, Werewolf by Night uncommon, Night Nurse common, and we got a Headless Horseman super rare. He's the guy that I think that people really haven't explored all of his options that he can do yet. I think he could be pretty nasty if done right. So now we're doing number 15. We're still looking for the bounty. The bounty is Lilith. The bounty figure is Lilith. We haven't pulled our chase out yet, so that's due. So if you got 15 up, you should be starting to get a little bit of excitement that you have potential here. Now I would not dare say at this point, if you got 16 up, you should be getting excited because it didn't happen here. So we got Iron Fist, rare, Ghost Rider common, Elektra rare, and we got a Mummy common. Yeah, I think Dennis didn't hear my conversation. He would have replied to that. I think he's running back and forth. Again, if you didn't hear, you guys should be wishing Dennis congratulations. He just had his second daughter. Got it to bring her home yesterday. So I think it was 2 days ago. I think that we had, it was either 2 or 3 days ago. My days roll together that we, okay, Dennis is here. But she's cute as can be. I've got some pictures and I've got some video from everything. And she's just so cute. All right, so we got Howard the Duck common, Orb rare, Fire Demon common, and Nucanto uncommon. But she's cute, and he sent me a video. He's got another daughter, and she got to see the baby for the first time, and she just had no idea what to think of that. It was a mixture of, oh my God, what is that? And I want to touch it. No, I don't want to touch it. I want to run. I don't know what. It was really a good video. But she got a Minnie Mouse out of it, so it was all good. Booster to 17. All right. So who has 17? 17 has got something good in it. Anybody here? Let me see if I can see who's got 17. That looks like M. Pomner. Who is M. Pomner? Ah, Mike. There you go. Should know that. All right, Michael, you're racking up. So you maybe not psychic yet on the bounty figure, but we got a zombie uncommon, we got a werewolf by night uncommon, we got a blade common, and you got a Sleipnir, Odin's horse, as the chase. So you got a chase figure too. So you're having a good night, my friend. All right, we're going to booster number 18. Congrats on that, Michael. I think we still have one more super rare to pull. I'm not sure. Got a motorcycle, uncommon, a Damon Hellstrom common. Rare. A fire demon common, and a man wolf uncommon. Dennis, were you here when I was telling my story about talking to your wife about coming to the Cup, or did you come on afterwards? So got a number 19. Y'all should have. You weren't there. All right, I'll tell you about it later. Everybody else knows about it in the world, but not you. So I got a Howard the Duck common. I got a Blackheart rare. I got a Yeti common, and I got a blade again. We maybe should have stuck with the blade. Super rare. So Dennis, I had a dream about you and your wife, and I was in Mexico with you guys, and I put my arm around your wife, and I was trying to talk her into letting you go to the Cup. And I was like, hey, I need Dennis to come. I need Dennis to be there at the Cup. He wants to go. It's really important. I know you just had the baby, but he'd just be gone for a few days, and I'll make it worth your while. I was trying to talk her into letting you come, which is you and I had talked about that anyway, that I might have to talk to her. But anyway, I had a dream. This has been a few weeks ago. I just haven't had a chance to share it with you yet. All right, so we got a Death Rider rare, a Hand Ninja uncommon, a Franchi common, and an Elsa Bloodstone uncommon. So that's it, guys. That's congrats on everybody that's got a pull. That will be the last hurrah for Wills, hopefully for a while. We'll be flipping over to Disney next week. We'll have 2 auctions next week. We'll have our Wednesday release auction, where we'll be offering all the singles, all the chases, and all the good stuff on Wednesday night, followed by our regular brick opening up bricks, which will be Disney next week on Friday night. So we'll get to do this twice. I will try to we'll have a bigger crowd, of course. I'll publicize this a little bit more, plus people will come in just because it's the new set. And I will have more rock news by that time, and very well could have everything put solid plans then for the new product, or the new prizes that we got coming from WizKids. And I think there's a reasonable chance by next Wednesday or by next Friday, but sometime next week, that I will be able to give you guys definite plans on states. I think that we'll be able to. I think that we have a good chance of being able to announce the specifics of states next week. But that's it for me tonight, guys. I had fun. Hope you guys did too. We will see you guys Wednesday night. Dennis, I got to go get something to eat, but if you're up later on, give me a call, and let's talk a little bit. We were supposed to do that a couple nights ago, but I guess both of us has been busy. So anyway, Guys, have a good night. I enjoyed it. Have a good weekend.